Hello everyone, Angel here. Actually, I always say Angel here because Angel is my real name, but I guess Jigsaw is the channel. So Jigsaw here everyone. Hope you're doing well. I thought I'd take a little bit of time today to showcase the arena mode of my game here. So once you switch into arena mode, there's going to be an arena menu, a bunch of levels to choose from. Eventually you'll get to pick your paint job and there's a description over here, but let's jump right into the Oasis Arena. And also, I've been working on some HUD elements, and I'd like to go over those too, just to give you an idea of what direction I'm headed in. It's turning out to be a lot of information on the HUD, so it kind of gives a simulation feel to the game, and I like that. I like the simulation kind of system management feel. So, let's start by turning down the music. Okay, so in arena mode, which basically is the skeleton for a multiplayer experience, because I'd like to add a multiplayer experience, but let me pause it real quick. If you look on the left, you have your escort status. I have one escort available, and the time elapsing. Here's the score with the high score under it, and then on the right, you'll see it says right now no target data because I haven't locked onto anything, but I'll like select the target, lock onto this mech, and it'll start feeding data to there. So what happens is, well, you can see here that a threat, someone's locking onto me. So it has a threat detected indicator that pops up when that happens. But now that I've locked up this mech, you can see that there are some heads-up display elements right on the targeting reticle, or the target designator box here. So what happens is it locks up your target and then it starts feeding information to the HUD. So it says target locked, and it tells you what the name of that target is. This is mech PV, and then here it tells you what kind of target it is, mech armored vehicle, the range from the player to the target, so 2049 units, and then here it displays the actual armor value, and this is a real-time display. So out of 1324 armor hit points, this target still has 1316 left. And these little indicators on the target designator box correspond with this information. So this top one is actually a range indicator, and it'll fade in from red to green. When you're too close, it's red. When you're at optimal range, it's green. And as you get further away, it fades to orange. But green is your optimal range. And then this one here is the armor value of the target. So as this armor value decreases as you start shredding armor off of your target, this is going to fade from green all the way to red until eventually you destroy the target. Now this one here corresponds with threat detected. So as these threat detected, as you get threats locking onto you, this bar here actually illuminates. So let's jump back in. So you can see the armor value changing, and you can see the range indicator changing as well. Now you only get data from the target that you're currently locked onto. But what I was thinking of doing was adding a secondary target. So you have a primary target and a secondary target. And this also helps locking onto targets. It also gives you the ability to give basically lance commands to your wingman or your escort. So I can tell him to engage. He's fighting a target, so he's not going to. Tell him to go get repairs. That's my friendly. I don't have commands for the mechs yet, although I've been thinking about adding some. So here I've locked onto this mech. You can see the rangefinder working, the damage display working. I think he's too deep underwater to try and attack me. Ouch. Well, that's pretty much how that works on this arena. Now this arena, different arenas have different assets, so this arena actually has, if you go to your designated target point on the HUD, you can see on the mini-map in the upper left, the green arrows point you here. So once you get inside the green circle, it tells you whether or not you've cleared the arena. So this says the arena battle's in progress, and this arena actually has a hover repair bay. So you can get repaired and refit here. Let me send this guy to go get his own repairs. And the hover tanks can regenerate health. The mechs and soldiers cannot. There's no soldiers in the arena, but so the point is, if I get the multiplayer set up the way I would like to, there's 3 teams, and you can be on a team with at least 3 other hover tanks, and then the mechs acts as NPCs. That beeping, of course, is the heat indicator. As you hold the trigger down, your machine guns overheat, and so you get the heat warning, and then you get a little display pops up over each machine gun ammo counter. But different levels in the arena have different heat indexes. So this one is actually a hotter level because they're out in the desert. So the guns will heat up quicker. On cooler levels, of course, it takes them longer to heat up. Oh, they got stuck in a tree. That's interesting. Is it a bug or a feature? I think he's getting smarter. Can't see him. Well, I can't get him with machine guns, so I have to wait for my rockets to reload. Another target around here. And actually the targeting works off of the rocket reticle, so that's why I was able to target him up in the tree. You can lock on using this round reticle you see in the middle, which is actually connected to the rocket launcher on the top of my hover tank. I guess my escort must have died. Oh yeah, he's dead. Call in another escort. Ah. I don't think he's gonna kill that guy. So that's pretty much the arena mode. If we go back into arena mode, we can take a look at the other level. These levels aren't complete, but this other map exists, so we could jump into the cube. So here you can see on the loading screen, you can actually see the temperature factor is 0.5, so it's less heat in this arena, so you'll be able to fire your machine guns longer without them overheating. with the fur ball. So if I do end up adding secondary targeting information, then I'll rearrange the HUD so that the secondary targeting information appears under the primary target. I was thinking that would be helpful, especially if you lock a target and he runs away, because these hover tanks will flee. Once their armor value gets low enough, they go into a fleeing mode, and they'll go get health back. They'll go regain health, regain armor points. So it'd be nice if you could track the target that just left while you're still engaging another target and see if he starts regenerating, or you could tell if he's being attacked by a different... Let me send him to get repairs. Being attacked by a different aggressor. I've been trying to play more in first-person view. I really like the HUD in first-person. Well, sorry, it didn't look like you were doing anything. Oh, dead. So you can also see that once a target is killed, if he's the currently locked target, that he removes himself from the data display. He or she. There's no repair bays on this map, so you also don't have any escorts to call in, so once he dies, he's dead and gone, and if you get too low, you can't get repaired. So but that is pretty much it. So thank you for watching, and as I updated more and make more progress, I will share more. Also, I've been thinking about adding some videos that show how I'm doing some of the things I'm doing. Some of the stuff that I've implemented in my game, I've actually had to do a lot of digging on the internet, on Google, and watching various YouTube's videos and piecing it together. So I might share how actually I've accomplished some of these things. So stay tuned for that too. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later.